Why you
I gotta be comfortable. I told you. I ain't gonna be sitting up like that.
Up.
They are propped up. I'm
That's
fine.
uncomfortable.
Just do your part, so we can do. We need to. Okay. This my half. My half. Cover your half. I'm under control over here.
That's the thing. You're out of control over there. But anyway, you out of control. All right. So.
Spit it.
You know, a lot of girls be thinking my songs are about them, but this is not to get confused. This one's for you. Baby, you my everything.
Welcome to another episode of Cutting Up with the Bowies. And if you are new here, my name is Shanae. If you are true here, then you already know. And this is my beautiful, wonderful birthday boy, my husband,
Mac Daddy, and it's definitely Scorpio season. Today is November the 6th, and it's your boy.
Coming to you
in
live.
The flesh. Man, let me just say this, y'all. I had a wonderful time this weekend with this beautiful woman right here. She wined me, she dined me, and it was the best birthday I've had in a long time. Anything she touches, any idea she puts together, you can tell like she puts her heart into it. So
Baby.
I had a great time, but I'm not gonna go into that. We got a nice video playing. I just wanted to give her flowers because she is an amazing woman, and I'm happy to have her with me as my wife on this journey. And thanks, babe.
So as your wife, that leads us to this video because we are almost to 1 full year of marriage. And y'all, I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta give myself a round of applause because
what about for both of us?
I mean, yeah, for both of us, but this year flew by like crazy. It seems like we just got married.
It did.
But also, like, not only did we did just get married, but we also had a wedding. So that also made it seem super short because the wedding was in June. And so, yeah, so we got married twice. I was trying to do the Kourtney Kardashian thing and get married 3 times, but...
They got married 3 times?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. I think one was in Calabasas, one was in Vegas, and one was in Italy.
Oh wow!
So yeah.
Wait! You did show me that. You did show me that when we were planning stuff out. You did. I remember that.
So we got one more time to get married.
Nah, we good.
Yeah, I want to get married in New Orleans.
Yeah, we did. That was supposed to be the original plan. It was. How about we gonna do renewing of the vows?
He say he good, but
renewing of the vows in New Orleans.
Okay.
We're gonna give y'all the date when that's going on. All our subscribers, y'all welcome to come.
Yes, everybody come.
Yeah, come show up. Cause we family, right?
Yeah, we're family now.
Family no other way, right?
So we want to talk about 7 things that all couples should do before their first wedding anniversary.
Which we coming up on, like she explained.
Yes, can you guess what one would be?
I cannot. But I know you're gonna tell me.
The number one and first thing that that couples should do before their first wedding anniversary is establish scheduled couples time.
I'm always just thinking about how it looks. I'm sorry.
You look good. So what you think about establishing scheduled couples time?
It's very necessary to have scheduled things to where you have order, so that now that you're working as a team and you're not working off of one sheet of music, you're making music with somebody else to a certain extent. Like we singing in a choir together. We got to have practice together. We got to work together. We got to be on the same page. Somebody got to be the director. Somebody got to sing the solo. Somebody got to do the bass. You got to know your position. You got to be in your schedule. And I think since we've been doing scheduled things, our lives have become a little bit less chaotic. That's what makes people say the first year is so tough, because you've been operating your life one way, I've been operating my life another way. So we have to come together and get on a schedule.
Scheduling, I think also this is leaning toward making sure you are intentional about your couple's time, your time together as a couple.
Oh, like date nights and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, same thing.
Same thing, but just making sure that you are intentional about that. And I feel like we definitely get our couple's time.
We do, but we do have conflicts in schedules sometimes when we don't plan them.
Right.
Like time to go to church, time to go out dating, all that's important.
He knows that is super important for me.
Yes.
Like, I'm not functioning at my best when we don't have our time and our together time, our alone time.
Yes.
And sometimes we can freestyle it, but when it's scheduled, you already know it takes the guesswork out of it.
It takes the guesswork out of it.
So,
also, one thing that I've noticed that I'm starting to feel guilty about is my wife likes the time to go to bed. She wants to stay up until I get into bed. So whatever I'm scheduling to do, like, I can't really freestyle what I want to do. I have to schedule it to be done so that I can make it to the bed, so we can have, oh, I love you too, see you in the morning, good night, all that.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and I started feeling guilty when I noticed you would be like, you late. Like, I feel like I was late to come to bed. Like, but she's like, I'm on the schedule, I'm here,
No,
I'm bathing, my face clean, my teeth washed.
I hear myself saying, you'll be like, you still up? And I'm like, yeah, I was waiting for you. Not so much you late, but like.
Well, if you waiting on me, I'm late.
Okay. Well, I don't know, ladies, if your husband have to need his time in the restroom alone to send you.
That's private.
That's what he said to you, mad.
Instagrams,
yes,
messages.
He is messaging you all kinds of crap. So that's what my husband is doing in the bathroom while I'm sitting here patiently.
I'm in the library, not the bathroom.
Patient in the library, so to speak. I'm laying here patiently waiting on him, and he's in the library.
I'm in the library reading a book.
Yes, yes. So number two,
what you got?
The second thing that all couples should do before their first wedding anniversary is to practice difficult discussions.
Yes.
It's
probably gonna be difficult talking about this.
Yeah, that's because it's so broad.
It is.
But and it's difficult. But I feel like when they saying practice difficult discussions, of course, these are the conversations that nobody wants to have, but if you practice, and which I think that we did, because I would ask him questions about, well, babe, how are you gonna act or feel if this happens, or when this happens, or how far are you willing to go for this person or that person, or what do you see for when our parents are aging, like just those difficult discussions that we will be potentially faced with. So like, how do you, like, if we know from jump, like, okay, this is the expectation, like I already know that my husband, is a caretaker, so he's probably gonna want to take care of his mom. So like, what does that look like? So, I mean, like, no, it won't be like to the T, but we'll already have an idea of how we're going to tackle it.
So we'll be on the same page.
Yes. I mean, another difficult topic would be, I think, kids. With me having adult children, my youngest one is about to graduate. So what if he does not want to go to college? Like, what's his grace period for being able to stay? So, which my answer would, I don't know if my answer would be different if I was single or not, but
I don't think it would be different.
Yeah, I would definitely want him to have a plan, but
if he doesn't, you want to give him grace.
Yes.
To figure it out.
And that's a difficult conversation to have with someone that is not there yet and does not know.
Meaning their kids are not at that place in their life, so they leaving.
Yes, you're not dealing with that part yet. So also, or me not knowing if my husband could feel like 18, you out of here.
That's kind of how the community I was raised in was push you out when you get to 18. That was your time to figure things out when you got to 18. But the world is so different now. So I don't feel like that is the case. Like you were saying, like I might feel different when mine get to that, but then again, the world is changing. But we go back to what our parents told us a lot of times. When we're thinking about being parents, we're in our parents' shoes. Okay, my mama did me like that, so the next person, they got to get the same treatment I got. But the world is different. We're more financially stable. Back then, we were more of a burden on our parents, and they were ready for us to go. So as long as I feel like it's not a financial burden, then take your time.
So the way that you practice a difficult conversation like that is one person talks, the other person is listening.
And really listen.
Yes.
And not think about what you're going to say next.
Yes. You're not listening to respond, so to speak. So that's the best practice for having a difficult conversation, and you need to have them.
Right.
So which leads us to number 3.
What you got?
Number 3. The third thing that all couples need to discuss or do before their first anniversary. Okay. The first year of marriage or first wedding anniversary? So it is to learn how to disagree.
Yes.
Do you think you're good at that?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why. Can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, baby. For me, I have a strong personality. I have strong beliefs. And I sort of kind of think I'm right. And I have facts to back up why I think I'm right. Wait, I ain't finished. Wait.
I wasn't gonna stop you.
So, in my marriage, the person who I'm married to, meaning this would possibly only work for me, not everybody. It's not a blanket statement. I have to be with somebody who I consider to be my equal. Meaning I can bounce ideas off of you. I trust you. You come up with thought-provoking things that make sense, and it's relative to the way I think about things. It's practical. Or you think outside the box. And I'm like, I never thought about that. I'll go with that. So if I look to you as my equal and you are on the same page or higher than me, then I have no problems, no issues with us, me thinking I'm right, but listening to you and say, oh, well, I think that's better. Okay, I see it your way. And then we go from there versus, no, we're going to go it this way because I've done this longer than you. I'm not that person, but if I would have been in a situation where I didn't feel like I was with an equal, then that wouldn't be able to work for me. What's your take, your turn?
I feel like you just two people are coming together with their own belief systems.
Correct.
So we just have to learn how to say things to one another. So kind of how to, which I'm learning. I'm almost a master at it.
See, you kind of saying what I'm saying.
Because I feel that if I speak to you out of my femininity, it goes further. So if I speak to you as with respect and me not trying to come at you with masculine energy, or so to speak, if I'm coming at you like, babe, that's a really good idea, but what if we do it this way? Or I like that you said, like just me being more feminine about it. I think that you won't take it as abrasive if I come at you like that.
Yes, but also that's almost with anybody. You know
Right.
what they're saying about they're saying you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Yes.
So what else you want to say about that? Because it look like you want to say something else.
Well, I mean, it's just, it's super important because you won't go past your first year if you don't learn how to disagree.
So let me ask you this: what about me? Am I supposed to be doing that too?
When we're disagreeing,
should I be less masculine and less dominant?
No.
Less barking. Right?
You're not barky.
I know, but what if I feel strongly about something and I'm like, this is the way we should be doing this, and blah, 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 blah. You're not going to be that responsive, right?
No.
That's going to start turning to an argument.
And you have to learn that about me. What am I responsive to?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you learn how to disagree.
Right, agree.
So we were on number
3, 1, 4.
3. So number 4, the fourth thing is, which is kind of similar to couples time, but the fourth thing is to keep on dating.
Oh yeah, don't stop.
I agree. I like this, especially learning this in your first year of marriage, because this carries like well into the remainder of your marriage. This is how you build your foundation and how you make it last forever. Like in the words of the great Keith Sweat.
Right.
Let's make it last forever.
Keith Sweat. Amen.
So
make it last forever, fellas.
Yeah, I mean it's easier said than done, but like when you keep dating, what comes to mind for me is like, as far as you and I always refer to you as my boyfriend. Like we married, but I still feel like you are my boyfriend.
I'll take that title over husband if it keep us married. I can't wait to talk.
What you think? Yeah, I'm ready. What you think about keep on dating?
Okay, keep on dating, fellas. I'm talking to the fellas and women. Listen, go get your man. Tell him to come in the room.
Let's wait.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna kiss well. You're so goofy.
All right.
Okay, let me get to it. So I'll make the video so long.
Okay.
All right. So,
I want to hear this.
Fellas, when you saw her, you were calling her, asking her to go on a date. She said yes. Y'all got to where y'all were going. Fast forward, everything was great. Then you did that a couple of more times. Y'all spending all this quality time together, and now all of a sudden y'all thinking about marriage. The same mood and the same mood that you set to want to be married, you have to keep that same energy, so to speak, to stay married. Because now that you've gotten her to get in the boat with you rowing the boat, you got to keep rowing the boat. The boat ain't going nowhere if y'all ain't, and if y'all both rowing the boat, y'all moving further. You got the motion going. So she still is responsible for doing things about dating. She still has to get excited.
And keep herself up.
Keep herself up. For you to want to take her on the date, she got to keep her closet with nice clothes in it. So when it's time to go on the date, y'all got something nice to wear.
And hopefully just give you something nice to look at.
Something nice to look at, yeah. And, you still want her to put on that lingerie. You want to keep it spicy. So you want to keep the dating, you want to keep the spice going. I really think that's what it's about, keeping that spice. Because you don't want it to just get stale.
All right.
Because that's not what wanted y'all to sit down and talk to the wedding coordinator and ask people to be in your wedding and all that. All that was led up to by dating.
And for me, I think that we still flirt.
Yes, most definitely.
We definitely
all
still
the
flirt.
time, all the time. So,
What you?
make sure if you gonna marry somebody that they checking your boxes, because if you didn't think that you wanted to keep flirting and dating that person for a long period of time, that might not be the situation to be long term. Because it's really simple. The same stuff you did when you were dating, all that should carry over into a marriage. There shouldn't be any weird surprises. All y'all stuff should be on the table. Date, keep it consistent. Keep it consistent. That's all I got.
Yes, keep that romantic spark lit.
Yes. And life changes situations sometimes. The same stuff you might have been able to do, life changes sometimes. But no, if you fall off, get back up and get back on.
Right. So moving on to number 5, the 5th thing that you should do in your first year of marriage is to start traditions, whether they are big or small. Starting traditions. What is a tradition that you think we started, since we coming up on our first year, but this isn't our first year together? So what's a tradition that you would think?
Honestly, you put me on the spot.
Okay.
I really cannot name any specific traditions.
So when you get married, so I mean, I think that it is like you just have to create something that is y'all's. I put him on the spot, but I feel like the tradition that I could think of mostly is birthdays. His birthday being today, so something that I would want to always do for him. I haven't nailed it down to one thing that I'm gonna always do for him for his birthday, but an umbrella would be to make sure I always am intentional about celebrating him. I always want to make you feel special on every day, but like for your birthday, like, yeah, it's a celebration.
That's so important.
Yeah, and also coming up on our first year of marriage is, my husband had maybe a family tradition that they like to do, but now he has an anniversary around that time. So his tradition might be changing. It might be changing. It might be, it's not a setup, but it is a conversation that we've been having. So now that we are married, we have to celebrate our wedding anniversary around
the Bayou Classic?
Yes.
I knew that's what she was talking about.
Yes. So like so we just have to, so that one we haven't more so mastered yet, but we know that whatever it is, we're gonna be together. So that tradition is not to be like separate.
But guess what though? Kay had the best suggestion. We both love the city of New Orleans.
We do.
She just mentioned she wanted to get married a third time in New Orleans. The Bayou Classic is in New Orleans. Y'all get where I'm going, right? Next.
So we might as well go, huh?
No, I'm just not saying we might as well go. I'm just saying that every once in a while, because we're going to have to go a couple of times.
Right.
We just can't say all of a sudden,
no
more Bayou Classic.
No,
then that would create resentment.
That's why I said long as we together. Like, as long as we're doing, like, that's the tradition. We're going to be together. Mm-hmm. So it's saying start traditions big and small. So if you used to going, or you don't necessarily have to go every time.
Correct.
Or when we do, like, maybe we can just make it about something that we can do.
Correct.
Together.
Correct. I would also say I want to start some specific traditions. Like, we're always talking about when to put the Christmas tree up.
Yeah.
I want us to have a tradition of putting it up at a specific time. Whatever that time is, don't matter to me if it's on Halloween, if it's the day after Halloween, if it's the first day of November. Just something to look forward to when I think of a tradition. I'm a chivalrous person, and I like being chivalrous, and I know you like receiving chivalry.
Yes.
So I would say a tradition
It ain't dead over here.
It ain't dead. I like to be the one to drive when we're going places. So that's kind of a tradition. That I open her doors for her wherever we go, to the restaurants, and she knows it.
Yeah.
She knows it. So she stands in a specific spot so that she can kind of look at the door and see how much it's going to swing. She knows not to walk too close on the door so that I can get in between her and the door and open the door. So to me, that tradition also flows into your life, whereas husband and wife are flowing together and people are looking like, oh, they're still opening doors for each other. So traditions can also not only be good for you, can be good for the world.
Right. And it's said that traditions are just a way to build your marriage as a priority.
And it's an expression of your love.
So moving on to number 6.
My birthday. November 6th.
The 6th day
the 6th
of the month.
What's
the 6th one is good.
Okay.
And the sixth one is something that is that you like to do.
I wonder if I can guess.
Can you guess?
No, I'm not gonna try. Go ahead.
Record memories.
Oh yeah. Remember when we first got together? I was recording and taking pictures of everything, and it was a little annoying. And look at
my
us now.
husband.
We're YouTubers.
Right. Baby.
Who would have thumped that up?
Baby. Well, yes, it's good to always try to record memories, to have something that you can look back on.
Yeah.
And for me, if this YouTube thing never goes anywhere,
But it will.
Yes.
Positive affirmation.
Right. But I definitely wanted to be intentional about starting this channel after we got married. So it really just kind of gives us a journal of our first year of marriage. Yeah. So 10 years from now, we will always have this channel or these videos to look back on and see how happy we were.
Yep.
Like when we first got married, like.
Yep. It's up and it's stuck.
Yes. So in case he forget, and they will also serve as reminders. Remember all those times you were opening those doors for me? But I don't think it's gonna stop. I know that's not gonna stop.
No, it's not that, because some stuff, I mean, and that's another thing. It gotta be in you. It can't be on you. You can't do it because somebody else doing it. You have to do it because it's the right thing to do for the both of y'all.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a woman and she don't like doing that and you do, then hey, y'all, you gotta figure something out. But she says she don't want to do it. She don't want you to do it, then you can't do it.
You know, also speaking of recording memories, I was when I set out to make his birthday post this morning, I was thinking I could go so far back, and because I have so many pictures of us and you and us doing things, and now that we create content, like we have a lot of stuff that I could have used, but it's just so amazing how you go from one day you don't know this person to the next day your phone is filled with pictures and memories of them.
It's an obsession. It's a little weird when you think about it. Like she just said, you go from not knowing, in our situation, we went from not knowing each other to being together, like, and married, and now your phone is full of this person.
Yeah.
I have more pictures of her than I do other people, that like mom, sister, kids.
Okay, don't say.
It's an obsession.
It's a healthy obsession.
Look, she's in my face.
Reminding him how healthy his obsession with me is. It's so good.
It is so good.
It's good. Remember that.
6 was good.
6 was good because a 6 is a you.
6 is what I naturally started before we were even thinking about being married. Like we went out. Remember for your birthday.
Yep, we still have all of that.
Still got all those pictures for her birthday. And if we would have been closer, I probably would have recorded it. But that would have been weird on the date recording.
No, the first night that you came to my house and it was late when you got there and I was like, can I please take a picture? Like I knew it was weird, but I was just like, I was so nervous. I was like, I just wanted to have, I just wanted to be able to look back at a picture of like what this looked like because I know what it felt like, but what did we look like?
I think at that moment she started realizing that this could be something different than what I think it is. Let me start capturing moments.
It was definitely something that I wanted to look back on.
Yeah.
So here we are all the way to number 7, the last thing on the list of things you should do in your first year of marriage.
Okay, what's 7?
Number 7 is celebrate some milestones.
Yes, like birthdays, like we were talking about. But let's get off of birthdays. Let's say like anniversaries.
Yes.
Your birthday when we went to go take when I took those pictures, maybe going back to that same restaurant. Yes. And then we also celebrated, I don't know if you remember this, but we celebrated our half year of marriage. When we made 6 months of marriage because I was like, she was excited.
Yes, like we made it, like y'all.
Honestly, I'm picking with you, but we're doing this to help people, like, and also for ourselves as well, but marriage is not easy. So these things are tips and helpful things that we feel like we're going to incorporate in our lives. We're not just doing this just for the sake of
and we have incorporated these things, like all of these things.
Help you too.
Right. We always hope that any video we create is something that you can take something from and that you find value in.
And let me tell you something about me and her. We're very private people. We don't share a lot of stuff, but we felt like this is our way of expressing the love that radiates from within us, the Holy Spirit, God's presence in us, and we felt like sharing that with the world. But it was something that we kind of were nervous about doing. Remember, we were nervous. Milestones. Let's talk about a milestone. The first time we posted on Facebook.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Man, we were so nervous about like being a Facebook couple.
Yeah, because if it ain't on Facebook, then
it ain't real. Never happened.
It ain't official. What? It ain't official.
He ain't put you on Facebook. Got nothing
right. It ain't official till you on Facebook.
She ain't like none of your posts.
So with that said, I mean, I think that it's important to always find something that you can celebrate. Whether it's the first time that
first kiss.
That they said I love you.
First
the
time
first
I said I love you.
Which I don't know when. I was trying to figure that out.
We're talking. Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
But she love bombed me though. You okay? Help her out. She loved.
And the lie detector said, we had to make sure he wasn't a plant sitting here to
distraction.
Yes.
And steal your love in the night. Run off.
And suck all my love and run away to never see me again.
Make you just hate men. He was too good to me. He just left me like this.
I knew it. No, but we try to celebrate like everything. I mean
everything. It's important.
Yeah.
To us.
Yeah.
And the small things are what matter, because the fact that you made it another trip around the sun, or the fact that you shared that moment, and that moment branched into another moment, and it's all stringing together. It's so beautiful at the end of the day. It really is. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you into this. Now, if you ain't into the idea of marriage and you like such a square, look at him up there talking about it. Man, click off of here. This ain't for you, bro. This ain't all these. You ain't gonna use none of this anyway. So
Oh, babe.
bye. This for the married warriors.
It's for the lover
the
in you.
lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When we turn this off, we finna put some R&B on.
Yes.
Some old school R&B.
So we're gonna recap and wrap this up.
Let's do it, Mom.
So to recap of the 7 things that all couples should do before their wedding anniversary. The first thing was to establish scheduled couple time.
Right.
That's number 1. Number 2, practice difficult discussions.
Right.
Number 3 is to learn how to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, keep on dating.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, start traditions, big or small.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is to record memories.
Yes.
And number 7, create some milestones. Find a reason to celebrate and love on your spouse leading up to your first year of marriage. And more times than not, you will stay married if you prioritize this list.
Ask you a question.
Ask me.
If you had to name one of these as being the most important, which one would it be?
Couple times.
What about argument?
I don't care about an argument. I just need my...
Couple time will fix the argument, huh?
Yes. Yes. See? I don't like the way you think.
I definitely agree with you, but I disagree too.
What would you choose?
Learning how to fight.
Learn how to fight is so important.
Yeah. Because what if I came from not to make this video go on too long, but what if I came from a background that this is how my parents fought?
Yes.
So this is how I fight with you because I love you and I have affection for you, but this is how I learned how to deal with disagreements.
Then
I throw things.
Then
I broke your window, but I'm gonna fix it.
That might be a deal breaker. That would be a deal breaker for me. So I guess if you didn't practice how to disagree, or how it would be when you disagree, or how far we're gonna take it just because we disagree, that could end a marriage.
What if I call you names? Because I saw my daddy and my mama do that, but they stayed together a long time, so that's okay, right?
But that wouldn't work for me.
So with that being said, people have to learn how to fight.
Yes.
Definitely learn how to fight. Yeah. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Did you want to sign off? You had something else you want to say?
Oh, I'm just so excited to be embarking on my first year of marriage with this man, to be celebrating his birthday today. All weekend we celebrated, but the day before I met him, in the month of November was not a good month for me. This man has given me a whole new reason to love the month of November. And for that, I am forever indebted to you.
Yeah, you're going to be my love slave for as long as you can do it.
And I don't mind. So I just love and appreciate you.
I love you too. And this is, I don't want to say too much because I might start crying. But this has been the most beautiful year ever married to you. Dating was beautiful. But the fact that we decided to take our level to the highest level you can with love, marriage. Yep. And we didn't have to. You wanted what I wanted. It wasn't a one-sided thing. We still wanted. So these key things are important. Every last single one of them. None of them are probably more important than the other one, but I was just asking her just because I like to pick with her, but
no,
all
I
of
think
them are important.
That's a very, that could definitely be number one, because if we don't know how to disagree, that could definitely be a deal breaker.
Yeah, with anybody, right? Not just us. Yeah, sorry. But they're all important. And you have to identify, actually, which is the most important to your spouse.
Yes, to your spouse. So
yeah.
curate this list.
That's us.
Yes.
But ask your spouse.
Yes.
Which one of these is, like you said, a deal breaker, or which one would cause a big rift in our relationship?
Speak to them in their love language.
Do that. We did a video on that. Y'all go check that out. Go through the catalog. It's labeled for nice and plain. And my wife, she puts a lot of love into everything she does. I'm a passionate Scorpio. Sometimes her love outweighs my passion, and I'm helped. I found my match finally.
I got you, boo.
I was so alone in this world, but
No, we're not clowning. We're not clowning. We're wrapping this up.
I'm so happy. We do these things. This is a reminder for us to continue doing these things. And you're welcome to do, but you don't have to. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Cutting Up with the Bowies. This has been your host.
Just call me Mrs. Bowie.
And I'm your boy, Mac Daddy. Loving this thing, loving the YouTube life. We going up to 1,000. It's coming. 1,000 subscribers is coming.
Yep.
400 came quickly. And
thank y'all, each and every one of you. We love you from the bottom of our heart.
Bottom of our heart. We got more content coming for y'all. Stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. All that wonderful stuff. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
Get out of here.
But he blowing her back. Think about me, cause he know that.